It's your boy Eddie Ed. I gotta tell you, I crashed, but I didn't burn. I lost pretty much every single one of my tickets except for this one. I got this 19 leg parlay. They're trying to give me 142 right now to cash out. I'm gonna let it ride because I know Detroit and the Bills are not gonna lose tomorrow. So check it out. Illinois was one of my reverse bets. I had put a bigger ticket to win with USC, but I put a backup. That's why I always tell everybody, do a backup with the one you feel that might screw you. And USC was the one that might screw me, but this is the exact bet. Look, all these, I felt pretty confident with these in the money line. I even threw some FCS teams like Elon. Look, I even threw Bucknell. It's just a little bit of studying. It's just knowing who to pick. And look, Harvard, I even threw Harvard in there. I told you guys I'm going to start studying the FCS because it's pretty predictable. And all I need is the Lions and Bills to win off money line. I could take it out. I'll lose 58, but I think I'd rather just let it ride. I know it's the pros, and any given Sunday, anybody could win. I mean, Browns got a hell of a defense. I just don't see them doing good against the Lions, especially at home. And then I got the Bills. That'll be embarrassing them to lose to the Saints as bad as they've been. So I think I'm going to let it ride, Just going to show you a free recap of how close I was. Look, it's 14 leg parlay. The over and unders is different. That I cannot say. I usually mess around with the over and unders too much. But look at Lamar. If I would have taken them with the money line, actually would have hit with no problem. But just to show you a few of these, see how close I came. That one didn't come close at all. None whatsoever. Oh, okay, here's one. Boston College. I actually thought if they had a chance, this would be the chance they had. Look, it was a 9-leg parlay. Did okay with Indiana, Texas A&M, Keyshaw State, Memphis, money line, Iowa State. See, these are teams I knew that were kind of going to win. Boise, I don't know why I doubted them. I should have taken them straight up. And look, I'm mixing with Montana and BYU. But BYU is actually fucking up right now. Last time I checked. Boston College screwed me right here. Got BYU in Idaho. Pure wins across the board. And look, it's the same teams that keep screwing me up. The other ones I felt pretty confident in. That's why you see me taking them over and over. Notre Dame, I loved it. A lot of people were like, nah, Arkansas got a chance. Nah, I had a strong feeling. That's why I kind of got to watch it when I talk to other people because they make me doubt, what I do in this, Everybody always tries to play teacher, but at the end, I've already been doing this for a long time. I know predicting the score is not too strong, but money line is pretty accurate. Yeah, I almost did it. Air Force, I was surprised, Should have probably just gone with the over on that one. Because I know Hawaii could score. I know Air Force could score. So, all I got to do is go back to the drawing board and review. And look at this, guys. FCS teams. Teams you never see me pick. And it was just a little bit of studying. And look, I predicted these. Look at that shit. Actually did pretty good. Fucked up on Lafayette. Look at that. Fucking almost hit that. What the fuck was that? Look at that. What was that? An 18-leg parlay? And I fucked up with Lafayette and Chattanooga. Wow. That is something right there. Look at that. Yale, Leo, Columbia, New Hampshire, Lafayette, Chattanooga again. And Bucknell. Okay. Over and unders. I guess I should need to stop messing around with these over and unders. Yeah, I wasn't completely sold on NC State. NC State looks good, but when they go up against schools that actually have big guys, they usually don't do too good. That's like with that. Somebody was telling me. This guy was telling me about Rhode Island. I wasn't sold on Rhode Island. You know, Western Michigan, they're from a different division. Different divisions, you gotta respect that. You know, the FCS, the FBS is completely different from the SCS. You know, these teams, they don't know how to play against these kind of teams. And look, it's always the usual suspects, the ones that kind of screwed me. Wow, came very close though. Very close. I got him. I'm going to bring it down. Don't worry. I'm definitely going to bring it down and see where I messed up here and there. But I kind of got it. I do kind of got it. I'm kicking myself for a lot of these, but you can see how I'm picking. Your boy is still on top of it. It's just I messed up by a little bit. Just by a little bit. All right, guys. Well, this is basically the same thing I'm showing here again. So I'm going to see if I throw in some money for NFL for tomorrow, and I'll drop that video as early as I can. Okay, guys? All right, good luck.